everyone, welcome back to another 2v2 Warhammer battle. I am playing as the Vampire Counts, my ally are the Greenskins, and we're facing off against the Wood Elves and the Empire. This is also another one of the small funds battles that I'd like to do sometimes. So over here we have 4 normal Black Knights, then my main line is a bunch of Skeletal Warriors, 1 Crypt Horror, a White King on a steed. We also have Helman, Gorse, the one and only, and then a basic Necromancer. My ally took a line of Orc Biggins, 1 Black Orc, Orc Arrowboy, Grimcore Ironhide, and 2 Orc Boy Biggins, which are currently chasing 2 Outriders with grenade launchers from the Empire player, who has also 3 Halberdiers, 2 Handgunners, a Hellblast Chevalier Gun, and Karl Franz. And then the Wood Elf player has a line of Dryads, Treekin, War Dancer, and Durthu. And that is their army. Oh, sorry, also, my ally has a Goblin Wolf Rider back here, and I have the Feasters in the Dusk, because I decided to use a couple units that no one ever probably should use, really, and it's Feasters in the Dusk and Helman Gorst. And I put them all in one match, because, you know, why not? Why not? So right now, I'm going to try and position my army in a line like this to try and flank the enemy's position, because they kind of stacked up on each other, which I'm okay with. We're going to get our Cav over here in a double... Actually, I think get them in just one long line. And that's really all that's happening right now. Trying to get the Feasters in the Darken range. And again, over here, the Orc Boy Biggins are trying to chase these grenade launchers. It's going well. I don't know. They're just kind of a standoff right now. And then at this point, the enemy Empire player is going to send their Karl Franz leader here over towards my army. I'm assuming they're going after Helman Gorse. That's why I'm kind of keeping the White King over there, but I'm also going to pull some Black Knights. I'm pulling the Crypt Horrors over here, and they are going to charge down on my Necromancer with Karl Franz, doing a lot of damage. So I'm going to be like, well, alright, bloop bloop, and we sound the horn. We're going to get the Crypt Horrors in there, going to get these guys in here. We're going to summon zombies around Karl Franz. We're going to send the White King in there and power them up with both of their buffs. The White King, actually, how much damage does the White King do with both buffs on? 548. I think their base damage is 410, I think, somewhere around there. So with both buffs on the White King, it's a lot of damage. So we're going to charge him immediately, and then I'm going to pull all my forces around Karl Franz in kind of like a box, not directly on him, in case he tries to pull out. Meanwhile, back here, still trying to get the Feasters engaged, and the main line for the Wood Elves is engaging against the line of Orc Biggins and Black Orcs of the Greenskins. Back here, the Orc Biggins are still trying, or Orc Boy Biggins are still trying to get a hold of those grenade launchers, but they are faster. I guess they did get a charge off on one of them. You have a Manticore summoning out of Durthu. We got the Orc Arrowboys routing, and the Dryad slash Treekin line are kind of holding well against these Orc Boys, and they are losing a fight here on the left flank, as you can see there. And Durthu supporting this fight is also going to lose them here, but the Black Orcs and Grimgore are on the right side, and now you can see that we get a nice charge here. Actually, it's not. I don't know why you would charge the War Dancers. Maybe they're just trying to charge through. Trying to get a rear charge here. There we go. On the Treekin and the Dryads. And how's Karl Franz doing? Oh, well, you know. What did they expect when they charged and didn't immediately lift off and then get surrounded by an entire army of Vampire Counts? So Karl Franz is dead. And in the meantime, I threw the Feasters of the Dusk into this Hellblast Chevalier Gun, so we have silenced that gun. They will get some Halberdiers on my Feasters here soon. Halberdiers are not exactly anti-ghouls, but I mean, they'll do damage. Meanwhile, over here, the Fair Manticore is continuing to rout the Orc Biggins over here. We got the Treekin and Dryads who routed these Orc Biggins, and they're going to join the main fight around Durthu, who's still fighting these Orc Boy Biggins who are trying to escape the Halberds of the Empire and the War Dancers, who are now facing off against the Black Orcs. I believe Grimgore is going to deal with the Halberdiers and then go over towards Durthu, who is now casting a Flock of Doom. Since Karl Franz is dead and we already have their Hellblast Chevalier Gun silenced, I'm just going to throw some Black Knights in here. And we're going to do rear charges on these Dryads to help the Greenskin line, because you can see it's kind of faltering a little bit. And then the rest of our army is going to deal with what remains of the human players, so we're going to just kind of go bloop, bloop, and try and get rid of these, or get around these Halberdiers. Halberdiers are going to follow this Black Knight, so we're going to run our White King right in there, then we're going to run our Black Knights in here, and then we're going to run some Skeletal Warriors. It's just going to blah all over the place. Doing a pull out here with the Black Knights because we did a lot of good damage on the charge with the Dryads, and I think we cycle charge again. Oh no, right now I'm running from the War Dancers, and I'm trying to intercept them with these Skeletal Warriors. So you can see I'm kind of pulling the Black Knights out here. This Black Knights group was sent out to kill that Pharaoh Manticore, and we have done that job. And now we're going to move up here, and I believe we're going to engage with these Outriders in the future. Meanwhile, Durthu and what is left of the Treekin and Dryads are holding strong against, I believe, Grimgor and the Black Orcs. Yeah, Black Orcs are taking a beating, but they're still there. Orc Boy's still there. Orc Air Boy's fighting, and then the Orc Boy Biggins are going to be coming in. I'm going to send in my Cryptors. I'm going to send some Skeletal Warriors their way, as well as Helman Gorst and the Necromancer, as the White King and the Black Knights and Ghouls and all the goodness are finishing up the Halberdiers and Handgunners of the Empire player. You can see these guys are going to be chasing off these Halberdiers because they're routing, so we might as well finish them off. And again, these Black Knights are now going to be going into the Outriders with grenade launchers. I dropped a Curse of Years, I believe, here on the enemy formation, or I will, or I did. At some point, I do drop a Curse of Years on here from Helman Gorst, and these Black Knights are going to catch up to these Outriders, and we're going to eventually shatter them there. And you can see we have shattered most of the Empire forces, so we're going to start pulling the rest of our forces this way. Skeletal Warrior holding back these War Dancers as my leadership gets to the field. We're going to summon some Graveguard out of Helman Gorst, because I might as well utilize his one unique spell that he has. So there we go. We got some Graveguard summons. I'm going to plug them in here against the Dryads, but you can see that they are now currently routing. Those grenade launchers have shattered. These Halberdiers have shattered, pulling back my forces to this main fight. War Dancers are about to shatter. And Grimgor is just duking it out with Durthu, who is now going to shatter as well in a GG. So, Karl Franz, very powerful lord, especially on a Griffin, but if you keep him there, like, okay, so if you're flying Karl Franz into a diving run and you notice the enemy's movement change, and that change is, oh look, they're pulling Cav to where they think you're going to land, which is their squishy heroes. They're pulling their Cryptors. They have Necromancers who can summon bodies on top of themselves, or, you know, wherever. You should probably not land Karl Franz. At the very least, not keep them on the ground for any period of time, which was their mistake. They got caught on the ground almost immediately because I knew they were coming, and I don't even know if they tried to escape at all in that fight. I'm not entirely sure, but I had my entire army in a box around Karl Franz in case they did manage to break out of the initial engagement. I was going to pin them down with some other unit, and most likely Cav, and finish them off, and I did. And after that, all they had left were these Halberdiers, Handgunners, and the Hellblast Volley Gun, which was already being silenced by my Feasters of the Dusk. Yeah, Feasters of the Dusk. We actually got 63 kills against those Halberdiers and maybe some Handgunners as well, so I guess they didn't really do too bad. I still don't think they're a great unit. They're really expensive, and I don't feel like the Vampire Counts really need a Stalking Critical for most encounters, because, well, you have Flying Vampire Lords. You can summon Raised Dead anywhere, and they can kind of do a similar role. Not as good, because these Feasters do a lot of damage, and they have really good melee stats, but, I don't know. But my Black Knights, I had 4 of them. They couldn't stop them all. We got around these 3 Halberdiers, got into their Handgunners with the Black Knights and with my White King, and it was over. And then for Black Viking, the Biggins, they held fairly well-ish, considering that they were fighting against Durthu, a Manticore, and the Dryads of Treekin. I think they held pretty well. The Black Orcs did really good. The Orc Air Boys, 2 kills. Maybe they were focusing on Durthu or Treekin. And the Orc Boy with Biggins, one of them did pretty well. The other one, I think, got stuck by that War Dancer, too. Speaking of the Empire army here, the Hellblaster Volley Gun managed to get 7 kills. I'm thinking that's just the crew in the melee against the Feasters, because I don't remember seeing the gun actually fire. Some Halberdiers did okay, but man, poor Karl Franz. And then Durthu 63 kills is great. The Dryad line, an interesting build to bring a bunch of Dryads. You don't usually see that too often. But yeah, very interesting, especially against the Greenskins, considering these do exude fear. They do have a fear aura, which is a powerful tool against Greenskins. Decent kills across the board. Treekin, decent kills across the board. And then the War Dancers, also decent kills across the board. It's a good game with Black Viking, Koratolans, and that wasn't a fart. Hope you enjoyed, and let's watch the cinematic view.
I go.
Hey, Karl. How's it going, buddy?
The grimoires grant me this boon.
You need to leave, dude. Oh, I thought I summoned zombies. Maybe I didn't even summon zombies. Oh, I guess it didn't. feasters. I'm kind of upset at how long it took them to kill the Hellblaster volley gun crew. Oh, they did fire! Okay, they fired point blank into their face. I guess that's how they got the 7 kills. Nice job. So just get the halberdiers away by then chasing the Black Knight. So the other knights may do work. Get him, Grimgor.
Going forth.
Yeah, Graveguard summon. What? Never see this. Because who would use Helman Gorst? That's gonna be it. The plan, too, with Helman Gorst, and why I got a single Viking, was to get a unit like Karl Franz to come and try and dive bomb me early, and then I was just going to summon a bunch of 2 other Vikings around him, and then focus him down 3 Vikings, just do the Viking beatdown. But I didn't need to. They didn't even target Helman Gorst to target a Necromancer, and I was like, well, do I even summon the Vikings here? Like, do I need them? But that was the plan, to get 3 Vikings on the field and have fun with that, but oh well, plans change, I guess. But thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you all next time. Take care.